Good morning, everyone. Donald Trump just came out and confirmed he has plans to lock up every politician that is enabling this massive fraud. Good morning. And I think it should be music to your ears. He plans, Donald, we had a guy on last night for a live stream, retired FBI agent. We had a great conversation after the live stream, kind of off the record. And some of the things that he said on the reasons he is in D.C. testifying, he's been subpoenaed to go and testify, will blow your mind. Listen to what the Trumpinator said here. This should send some shivers down the spines of a lot of Democrats this morning.
Attorney General for fraud. He's a fantastic young guy. He's so impassioned to do this properly. We intend to imprison any fraudster, politician, or public official involved in these sick plots to loot and pillage our country. Think of that Ilhan Omar. She lives in Somalia. They don't have a government. They don't have a military. They don't have police. They don't have anything. All they have is murder and robbing ships, bringing in ships, pirates. That's stopped. Same missile, ping. That's the end of them. It's amazing how that can stop corruption. Those missiles, they never miss, you know. The same one, exactly the same one. But think of it, she comes from a country with nothing, and she comes Attorney General for fraud.
Is he about to drop a drone on Ilhan Omar? Not a literal drone, but a law enforcement drone, because it damn sure seems like it. Somebody just gave away some memberships here. Who was this? Catherine gave away 5 memberships. If you get a membership on the channel, go to the community post page. There will be a link to join the channel there. The private Discord server. Thank you so much. And then also a little super chat rolling in from God Bless America. God bless America. Let me say thank you to both of you.
Amen. Hallelujah. And boom shagalaka.
Thank you so much. Now, this right here could be photo of the year. Donald Trump had enough, some, what I would say, horrible human being at the United Auto Workers plant there in Detroit, Michigan. I think it actually was a Ford plant, which pisses me off, but I'm glad that they fired the guy. But this is Donald Trump. This is, I believe this is exactly how most of us feel right now. And now that we're allowed to say gay and retarded again, I believe we're allowed to flip people off again. I think we're allowed to do this. And let me see here if I can find, here's the actual clip. Look at the Trumpinator. If you look closely, I think Trump says something along the lines of F and U. Yep. Points at him. F you, and gives them the, here's your IQ. There is the one finger wave. A lot of people are saying he has free speech too. Now, the Democrats, it's really interesting to see the method that some of the Democrats are taking, because the guy was fired, but I guarantee you the other method that the Democrats are going to go is the guy that he flipped off is probably going to file a claim for PTSD or something along those lines, because you can already see the liberals coming out for this. Dean Withers, raging lunatic liberal. Look at this. Here you go. Modern American streaming daily on TikTok. That says liberal. The patriot who shouted at Trump, TJ Sabula, just got suspended by Ford. Where's the GoFundMe page? They want to help this guy retire. That should tell you exactly where people stand. Donald Trump has free speech. It's his First Amendment right to flip you off if you start yelling obscenities at him. And it's my First Amendment right to ban you from the chat. There's a lot of morons that come in the chat. Johnny Ballgag is the first one that comes to mind, that comes in and says that he can say whatever he wants and he's protected under free speech. Not mine. Not mine here, guys. Appreciate you. Nice to know you. You be gone. You are gone. You come in here and start harassing some of the chat. Now, let me show you exactly what he was referring to with Ilhan Omar. Ilhan Omar, if you don't know, very well could have married her brother. But tonight on the live stream, I've got Mike Lindell, Minnesota governor candidate. Mike Lindell will be on the show tonight. Now, he has a reporter by the name of Sarah Rose, and Sarah Rose works for Lindell TV. You can see what she says here. Ilhan's an absolute, you know what that is. And just look at this exchange.
Congresswoman, Republicans have repeatedly stated that you committed immigration fraud. Are you at all worried about a formal investigation that could perhaps lead to your deportation?
Are you one of those people?
I don't know what that means, but are you at all concerned?
Do I look concerned?
I guess not.
Okay.
All right. What about the Minnesota fraud hearing? You didn't show up for that. Do you think you should have?
Why should I have?
Well, it happened in your state. Don't you want to defend your position?
There were people from my state that were there.
Okay, but why not you? I mean, there's allegations that you're complicit in the fraud. Wouldn't you want to show up to
Why would
defend
there be
yourself?
an allegation that I'm complicit? How would I be complicit?
Well, what about Tim
Do
Walz?
you just ask stupid questions? Is this your thing?
I'm curious to get your thoughts.
No,
I mean, there's a lot of controversy around the issue. $9 billion in fraud in the state of Minnesota.
$9 billion?
You don't think so?
Really?
Yeah.
I would say she's playing dumb, but I don't think she's playing.
And counting. Probably more, honestly. You think that's fake news or what?
That is more than half of the resources that are allocated.
Okay.
So you genuinely, like, your brain has told you that it is possible for half of the resources.
I'm just going off of what
for
the
our public service to, like, half disappear, is what you're saying.
countless Minnesota state representatives, whistleblowers
But, like,
have come
listen
forward.
to yourself, though.
I'm
Like,
trying
just think about that for a second.
Maybe if you showed up at the hearing, you would
Just-
know that
just think
whistleblowers
about
are
that
being
for a second.
retaliated against for exposing the fraud. Why is that? Why are they being
But
tracked and
just
traced?
think about what you're asking. Who is tracing whistleblowers?
Minnesota state officials, Tim Walz, anyone who dares to speak out against the government.
Tim Walz is doing something to
Yeah,
whistleblowers?
why is Tim Walz stepping down if he's, innocent? Why isn't he running for re-election?
Because he's had 8 years to serve as our great governor.
He was going to be vice president of the United States if Kamala
Yes,
won.
and he would have been an excellent vice president.
now he's stepping
much
down.
better than the person we have right now.
And now he's stepping down as governor. Any comment on that? You don't think he's maybe complicit?
He is focusing on trying to.
How arrogant is this chick? How dumb is this chick? I think one of her retarded babies showed up this morning. Good morning, Laylo. Let's go ahead and just put Laylo in a timeout. There we go. Laylo, enjoy getting your diaper changed. Good morning. Thank you so much. But she is so smug. I believe you're right, Cassandra. She is so freaking smug. It is amazing to see that this is an actual member of Congress that cannot acknowledge all of the fraud that is happening in her state. I think I don't know if it's just like so arrogant. Is it just stupidity? But Trump is promising to lock up these people. Now, here's the really good part about this. Al Capone, and Donald Trump references Al Capone all the time. They couldn't get Al Capone on criminal charges, but what did they get him on? Tax evasion. Money, and the money that they are embezzling, they are fraudulently stealing, can be traced and tracked. And that is going to be the absolute game changer on what happens. I really believe that is how that the whole house of cards falls, is you get them on fraud. You get them on tax evasion. You get them on the numbers. I learned that last night talking with Chris Payota. Here, I want to show you this. This is so good. This is let me go right here. Wrong one. This is good right here. Listen to what she says about Trump. And I believe Trump is sticking the middle finger to Minnesota. I'm going to show you just a second exactly how good this is.
And Brett, tonight the White House is responding to reports that the president made a vulgar gesture at a Ford plant worker today while he was touring that facility. The White House communications director, Stephen Chung, writes this: a lunatic was wildly screaming expletives in a complete fit of rage, and the president gave an appropriate and unambiguous response. That's from the White House tonight. Brett.
It was not we're number one. Aisha, thank you. Stocks were.
It was not we're number one. Don't you love that? Now listen to what he says that they're going to do to Minnesota here. So all of the morons that are fraudulent, I mean, the money's drying up.
We've frozen all children's payments to those states that we're talking about, and we will now require proof of attendance in order to receive federal funding for child care or any of that. How about all these child care places in Minnesota where there is no children? They go there, they get paid millions and millions of dollars. The biggest operation in all of Minnesota had no children. And we pay millions of dollars. They're scammers. They're scammers. They always will be. And we're getting them out, and we're not going to pay them. We're not going to pay Minnesota. Right, Scott? We're not paying Minnesota any more money for that, any of that crap. It's a big scam. It's a giant scam run by an incompetent, crooked governor. He's an incompetent, crooked guy. And also, we're freezing any and all welfare payments going to illegal immigrants that will start effective immediately. So when illegals come into California, Gavin Newsom, they come into California and they send us bills for people coming in. We're not paying it. So we're working on that very strongly. Just don't pay it. As Nancy Reagan would say, just say no.
Just say no. Say no to Somalians. I want my Somalians skinny again. That's what I want. All the welfare and food stamps that these illegal aliens are getting, the Somalians are getting a little too fat up there for me. I want them skinny again. I want my Somalians to be malnourished. That's what I want. I want malnourished Somalians. Listen to what Janine says here. This is great. He has unleashed Janine Pirro.
Friend, we miss her dearly. Janine Pirro, always great to have you back, Judge. Why do I suspect the reporting on this is way off and there's a lot more clarity, context, and texture to the whole story?
Well, I appreciate that, Sean. And you know me as a prosecutor. I've been a judge. I've been a DA. I've been a politician, and I've been a media personality. But today, I'm the United States Attorney for the District of Columbia, and with that job comes a responsibility to investigate and prosecute violations of federal crime in D.C., along with D.C. code crime. And my request in this case with the Federal Reserve was a legal request. And the chairman of the Federal Reserve, Powell, chose not to give a legal response. Instead, he chose to politicize and publicize. I did not politicize or publicize any of this. I follow the federal rules. I investigate until I have evidence. And if and when I do, then I go forward with a public statement. Now, what are we talking about? We're talking about $1 billion in cost overruns.
$1 billion in cost overrun. If you were having some work done at your house and the contractor just came back and said, yeah, it's going to be an extra $100,000 for me to put down this new flooring, right? You would be like, wait a second, what the hell's going on? But whenever it's the Federal Reserve, this guy right here controls the interest rates for America. You would think he could get this more right, is what I would think, right? I think he would get it a little better estimate. I don't know what your opinions are on that, but let me know in the chat. Watch this. Let's check out this. We've got stuff continuously coming out of Minnesota.
He attempted to remove himself from the situation. Take a look.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Can I ask a question while we're watching this, or while we watch this? What would you do if someone jumped up on the car, up on the hood of your car, and surrounded you like a bunch of zombies? It looks like an episode of The Walking Dead. 99% of you say the fraud is worse. Let's do this. Would you drive over them? I'm going to go ahead and say I would. here in Arkansas, I got a big bumper, and I got a steel bumper on my 51-year-old Ford. So buckle up is all I got to say. You are, there's some people that might not, but I'm going to.
Now, tonight, Nick has shared video of the lead up to this incident exclusively with this show, including moments from a harrowing 911 call. Take a look at what happened just before.
Are you scared? Are you scared? Come on!
Send up at 911. What's the address of your emergency?
We are at
Our vehicle's surrounded. We need help now.
we're at the Federal building, Whipple. We need help now. They have us blocked in. Their car is blocking us. They have threatened to kill us repeatedly. They are not allowing us to leave.
Well, yeah, they spray painted the side of it. Of course they did. You can smell it.
All right, independent journalist Nick Sorter is here now with more. You know, every time we have you on the show, I always tell you I applaud your bravery. You know, you put yourself in harm's way to get the story. That seemed pretty harrowing to me. Walk us through it.
Yeah, so Sean, my role as an independent journalist is to be able to come out here and show what's going on when the legacy media leaves, right? Because once it gets a little bit dicey, they pack up and go home and say, oh, well, you know, everything we saw was nice and peaceful, right? So just because I'm out here and it gets a little bit tense at night, I'm going to continue to sit there and film. You're not going to bully me out of the location. However, they decided that they were going to try to brutally assault me to get me to leave last night, which included throwing frozen water bottles, which are essentially.
Here's my thoughts on this. The same people that are saying ICE is too mean, is too aggressive, are the same people that are trying to hurt this guy. The same people that are saying ICE is mean, they're snatching kids out of the street, are the same people that are doing exactly what they're trying to become. Ben, is there a flip you off emoji? I don't know if there are. Human speed bumps, I like that idea. I really do. I got to be careful what I say here, but damn, I really appreciate that thought.
Prosecutors in Minnesota are resigning in protest of how the Trump administration is handling last week's ICE-involved shooting in which an ICE agent killed 37-year-old Renee Nicole Good.
Right.
This includes Joe Thompson, who served as acting U.S. attorney in Minnesota. A source says this follows days of pressure to focus the DOJ investigation not on the actions of the ICE agent who shot and killed Renee Good, but to focus the investigation on Good and others around her. The New York Times reporting this includes Good's widow. And indeed,
so 6 Minnesota prosecutors are resigning. Now we're starting to understand how much corruption there is. Last night, we were talking to a retired FBI executive director. He was like the number 3 or number 4 in charge at the FBI. And he let some stuff slip about how much corruption, how much partisan corruption is in the FBI. It's so much partisan politics. There's so many people. Somebody here's to Omar. There's an emoji. Okay. Oh, God. Here we go. There's an emoji. There's the Trump one finger wave. This Renee Dumb, I think her last name's Renee Dumb. I don't really care what her name is because I'm not going to say exactly what I think about that. But here, I want you to see this one. Stephen Miller comes out and basically just tells the ICE agents, we got your back, dude. Listen to this.
To all ICE officers, you have federal immunity in the conduct of your duties. And anybody who lays a hand on you or tries to stop you or tries to obstruct you is committing a felony. You have immunity to perform your duties, and no one, no city official, no state official, no illegal alien, no leftist agitator or domestic insurrectionist can prevent you from fulfilling your legal obligations and duties. And the Department of Justice has made clear that if officials cross that line into obstruction, into criminal conspiracy against the United States or against ICE officers, then they will face justice. To all ICE officers.
Stephen Miller, we got your back. That's the way I hear that, is we got your back. I'll tell you who's someone who doesn't have your back. This is Thomas Massey, and he got loomered.
How's it going? Happy birthday. Thank you.
Wait, so Congressman, in the last 2 weeks, you repeated AOC's talking points on Venezuela, and Jasmine Crockett has retweeted you. When will you change your party affiliation to Democrat?
I thought you knew. I vote with Republicans 91% of the time. And the 9% I don't, they're taken up for pedophiles, starting another war, or bankrupting our country.
I don't know about that, Congressman. We'll see.
Are we going to impeach Pat Monty for not releasing?
So he said he votes with Republicans 91% of the time. I am going to dispute that. How often does Thomas Massey vote with Republicans? He had this 91% thing like ready. It was like someone told him what was coming. Let's see here. Man, this is going to be a tough one to find. I think Massey's going to hide that information. I think that is going to be scrubbed. Let's reword this. How often does Thomas Massey vote with Democrats? Let's go with that one. Okay. No, nothing. Nothing. Let's go here. Let's just see what we've got here. National Key Votes. Remote Access Security Act. Don't know what that is. African Growth and Opportunity Act. Okay. Finish the Breaking the Gridlock Act. This is all bullshit. I want something like, I don't know, Defund the Taliban Act. I want the SAVE Act, where Thomas Massey, he's registered as a Republican, guy damn sure acts like a Democrat. How many of you think Thomas Massey's a Democrat? Let's go here. Would you drive over them? 90% say yes, 12% say no, you're going to be a victim. Okay. We got 12% of the chat are victims. All right, let's go here. Is Thomas Massey a Democrat? Let's go here. I don't think Thomas Massey's done anything to reassure me that he is actually voting with Republicans. I haven't really seen anything. I don't know where that list is that he was going to come out with, right? He didn't really come out with that list. Look who was just on the Joe Rogan show yesterday. Rand Paul over on Joe Rogan, right? Listen to what Joe Rogan and Rand Paul were talking about. They got the talking points.
You don't want militarized people in the streets just roaming around, snatching people up, many of which turn out to actually be U.S. citizens that just don't have their papers on them. Are we really going to be the Gestapo? Where's your papers? Is that...
You like how Rogan starts this like he's gaslighting for the whole brown shirt for the Nazi party is basically what he's doing. He is gaslighting. He's lying to you. He's gaslighting.
Joining now to debate all of this is Democrat Florida Congressman Maxwell Frost. Congressman, welcome back. Thank you for being here today.
Of course. Thank you so much.
Somebody said Massey and Rand Paul are libertarian weirdos, but they can't run as libertarians. Libertarians can't get elected dog catcher. So they actually run as Republicans. That's the only way they can get elected. They cannot get elected as a libertarian. Tell me one libertarian in Congress.
So much, and it's Democratic Congressman, Will, but it's good to be with you. Thank you.
I think I described you as a Democrat, not as a Republican, certainly. I would have been forgiven if I thought that your politics might have leaned towards some of your fellow colleagues who are now saying Democrat socialist, but I think I said Democrat, and if I didn't, I stand corrected. Democrat.
This guy's out of Florida. How is Florida allowing that guy to stick around? I don't understand what's going on in Florida, right? What do you think about this? A 21-year-old goes blind. Apparently he got hit in the eyeball by a rubber bullet or some kind of rubber DHS projectile. I'm kind of okay with this. I mean, if you're going to get out there, did you see it there? He got hit in the eye. You know how you keep your vision? You know how you keep your vision? You don't go protest and attack ICE. You don't do that. You just don't do that. You don't go and protest ICE. Easiest way to stay out of jail, keep your vision, stay alive, take care of your kids. Don't go protest ICE. Get out of their face. Mark Kelly, we've talked about that. He's suing Pete Hegseth for demoting him. We got a lot of stuff coming here. Trump is threatening strong action against Iran. The regime is now threatening to actually hang people. As much as I don't want to get involved in Iran, we're the world's police. No one else is going to do this. No one else is going to do it. As much as I don't want to get involved, we might not have a choice. I don't know if it prevents anything down the road. It's up to you to decide. Renee Good's family is now forced to deny online rumors she had a criminal record. I think she had a criminal record. I can't confirm that. I don't really care enough about her. She's gone. Trump tells the Minnesotans the day of reckoning is coming. It's called FAFO, stay at home. Yes. If you don't want to lose your vision, don't go protest. Thank you, Dennis. Dennis of the internet. I like that name. Navy sailor, 200 months, 16 years in prison for selling secrets. I wish he would get more. It's this guy right here. Very, very American looking sailor there. He was selling secrets. His mom encouraged it. His mom encouraged this to happen. I don't know where we go next on some of this stuff, but things are getting further out of hand. You've got more. I believe Chris Payota last night brought up a good point that these protesters are they're getting gutsier. They're getting more bold and brave. And here's another one that's happening right here. Look, more of these protests, they're getting more unruly. They're getting further out of hand. Look. I don't know about you. I can't deal with the whistles. The whistles drive me crazy. That triggers me itself. Look at this. They're dragging her ass out of the car. She's all brave. It's always a nose ring. Typically, it's a pearl necklace and a nose ring. She's brave until you see this ice hands. When the ice hands get in there and get you, you lost your bravery. Oh, now look, she's the victim. Ooh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. They got me. Yeah, good. I'm okay with them grabbing you and snatching you off the damn streets. You want to see something that'll bring a tear to your eye? Minnesota? DHS just loaded up a busload of illegals and flew them straight out of Minneapolis International Airport. CCOT, here we go. Look at that. Can you imagine how bad that plane smells? Oh my God. It's got to smell like a poop house door on a shrimp boat. I love this. They loaded up a plane of illegals and they put them on a plane called Eastern Express. I hope they send them all back to Mogadishu. Look at this. More buses. I love this comment. The pilot needs a parachute. Oh, you guys crack me up in the chat. You crack me up in the chat. Holy cow. I get to start every day with 2,700 friends watching the show and probably 12 trolls. 12 trolls and 27. Oh, only 11 trolls. There we go. 11 trolls. Smash the like button. We've got 11 people that are trolls and they smash the dislike button. So please counter that, protest that. U.S. Army vet, stewardess probably wearing garlic. I hope the stewardess is wearing a stab vest. And I hope it's like, what was that movie? Let me see if I can find this real quick. I hope it's like this. Oh, God. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. I hope it's like this one right here. I can't believe it. I get to start every day. It's Con Air. That's what this is. This is Con Air with all the criminals. That is literally Con Air when they're flying out a plane full of stinking Somalians. Look at this. Look at this one right here. Get in. Load them up. Oh, God. I get to start. Here's Ilhan's brother. He's like, Ilhan, did you bring the sandpaper? Oh, God, I love it. You guys are the best. I don't care what anybody says about you, even your liberal neighbors. Even your liberal neighbors, I don't care what they say about you. They probably hate your guts, right? Look at this. Here we go. And Scott Bessent, I think he just bought a house in Minnesota. Listen to what he says here. He's in Minnesota. I don't think he's leaving.
I want to echo your statements because as I spend time here, it is good to be back in Minnesota, Minneapolis. I am hopeful too, because even though it is cold outside, sunshine is the best antiseptic. And we are going to clean this out. We are going to stop it. We are going to make recoveries. And as Jennifer said, we are going to get the money flowing back to people like her organization who help the children, seniors. So I am very hopeful that we will right the ship and that we will emanate out from Minnesota into the other 49 states and ferret out waste, fraud, and abuse. The GAO, the General Accounting Office, believes that there is between 300 and 600 billion of fraud that occurs via the U.S. government every year, around 10% of our spending, in between 1 and 2% of GDP. Last week, President...
Did they take all their goats? I got to give you that one. Hold up.
Amen.
I got to give you that one.
Hallelujah. And boom shakalaka.
That guy looking at Scott like, WTF. I agree. Man, this is so good. I am so happy. I'm going to tell you, you guys keep me laughing. The coffee keeps me going. The Democrat Party keeps me angry. And man, it is a good day to be alive. It is a damn good day to be alive. It's a good day to be an American. It's a good day to be a patriot. It's a good day to wake up and realize that, what was that movie? I believe it was Young Guns when or was it not Jesse James? Billy the Kid said, regulators, mount up. Regulators, mount up. Let me show you something here, and we're going to talk about this a little bit. This is outside of the Supreme Court. Gays against groomers. Okay, I'm okay with that. If you, whatever your lifestyle is, I don't have to agree with it. I am a big proponent. I'm a big fan of the Bible and what the Bible teaches. I want you to read Leviticus chapter 18, verses 22. But these people are gay. They got their own lifestyle and they don't want to mess with any kids. But look at what the flag is that these clowns, this other group is. Look at the inside of that flag there. Does that make any sense? Now does it make sense? Is the plan all coming together here? This is their plan the entire time. Right? This is what they're for. This is what is promoting this. This is what's happening. Look at that little word right there. We were just talking about goats. Look at this. Right? This is evil. These people are evil. I don't even know how to describe it. Here we go. Finn Lane. The chat is hilarious. Makes my day. Finn, we've got the best. Finn, I'm going to give it to you.
Amen.
We got a great
Hallelujah.
chat that comes in here.
And boom shakalaka.
We have a great chat. We've got a bunch of sarcastic people. G-Dub, 9 billion. I'll marry Lily's brother too. Okay. I got to give him that.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
Think of the children. G-Dub would marry Ilhan's brother for 9 billion too. Oh my God, G-Dub. Well, okay. At least he's honest. Let's go ahead. Let's take a couple of calls this morning before I have to go to my work where I don't laugh as much. My job is very serious. I help veterans with veterans VA disability claims, pensions, burial benefits. My job's very rewarding. I love it. It's part of the reason that I continue to do it. And I'll probably never be successful on YouTube because I have a full-time job. But and all the super chats and memberships from the channel go to help me helping veterans with service dogs. Somebody brought up something that I should try, and I don't know if this would work. I found an organization online that actually provides guitars to veterans to help them with their PTSD. And I'm wondering if that's a good idea to do that. Buy some guitars for some vets. Let's go here. Line 2. What you got? Line 2, you got a horrible signal. I got to hang up on you. I don't know what the hell's going on. It sounds like you had your head out the window or you're driving a convertible. I have no idea. I can't listen to that. It sounded horrible. It sounded like you were in a wind tunnel. I can't do the wind tunnel. We'll try it again. Line 2, go.
Hey, morning, Ben. How are you today, sir?
Your audio is shit. Roll the windows up and whatever the hell you're driving.
They're up. I'm sorry, sir. Is that any better?
A little bit. Go ahead. I'll make it quick. What you got?
How's that? Hey,
Better.
Have you noticed all these protests? Man, they ain't got no money for them anymore. There ain't no more pretty signs. There ain't no more nothing, man.
I believe you're right. They're running out of funding. I agree with that. The quality of the protest is dropping. I'm going to grab another call here. Thank you so much, sir. There we go. Line 2. Go right ahead, line 2. What you got?
It's Chris from Hope. A couple of things.
I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Audio crap. Better have clear audio and turn everything else off. You're going to call. Yeah, exactly. Don't be rude. There's thousands of people watching in their living room. If they can't hear you, I can't hear you. Okay, let's go. Nope. We're going to take that call again some other time. We'll do that one. Line 2, go.
Hello, this is Chris from Hope.
Nope. Can't hear you, man. Can't hear you. Operator, please connect me to a phone that works. Get an Obama phone. Those seem to work really good. The Obama phones seem to work really good. I couldn't hear anybody whoever was calling just then. I couldn't hear you. Here we go. Let's go here. Apparently, Mark Kelly says that the Trump administration is declaring war on veterans. Let's see here. Who do we got? Line 2, go.
Can you hear me now?
That's better.
Hey, this is Chris from Hope.
Chris, what you got?
A couple of things.
Chris's phone is shit. Get an Obama phone. Let's play this clip here.
Hey, folks. So today I filed a federal lawsuit against Pete Hegseth and the administration. And here's why. Donald Trump and Pete Hegseth sent a chilling message to every retired member of the military. If you speak out and say something that the president or the Secretary of Defense does not like, you will be censured, threatened with a reduction in retirement grade, or even prosecuted. They're abusing their authority to silence the voices that they find inconvenient, even when the speech is protected by the First Amendment. That warning is not just alarming, it's unconstitutional. And that's why I'm fighting back. So thank you for standing with me through all of this, and I'll keep you posted.
Wow. Okay. So there's Mark Kelly. I just saw something here I've got to address. This is Yarn Killa. Yarn Killa, give me a number for that. Ben, call Sweetwater. That's a great idea because I have ordered some stuff. Call Sweetwater. Ask them what kind of charities support veterans. They may even start one up. Sweetwater, amazing guitars, known around the globe. Yarn Killer, someone in the chat, find me Sweetwater's phone number. I will absolutely do that. Let me grab this as well while we're talking. And I want to say thank you to Southern Ninja. Can I get a how dare you? Of course you can.
How dare you?
How dare you, Southern Ninja? Thank you so much, Southern Ninja.
Amen.
I'll give you a boom shakalaka too.
Hallelujah. And a boom shakalaka.
Southern Ninja, how dare you? Thank you very much. Can I get a how dare you? A $50 super chat from God Bless America, one of my moderators. Guitars for Disabled Veterans.
Amen.
Do y'all want to do that?
And a boom shakalaka.
Do you want to do that? I think we could do that. Mark Kelly, he is protecting you vets instead of his effed up comments. Jameson's Travels. Thank you, Jameson's. Line 2. Go right ahead, line 2.
Hey, how you doing?
I am hanging in like a hair in a biscuit, sir.
All right. So I agree with about 98% of what you got going on, but I was thinking that,
Tell me what you don't agree with. Tell me what you don't agree with.
Iran a little bit because, during our revolution, were provided 90% of our black powder from the French. Sometimes we just need a little push,
Let me ask you this.
Safe.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever served in the military?
No, I have not.
Have you ever been deployed to a country that hates you?
Well, no, I have not.
Have you ever been deployed to a country that burns your flags, tries to kill your friends, tries to blow you up, tries to destroy you and everything you stand for?
No.
Okay, so that's going to put a little bit of a jaded personality for me about supporting Iran. How much money? Hold on. Mm-hmm. We can disagree, and I like a good disagreement. What has Iran done for you lately?
What has Iran done?
Yeah, what has Iran done for you?
Absolutely nothing.
There's your answer. There's my answer.
Well, but what they are doing is working with our enemies, and I think that if we could get a little bit more of a stronghold down there in the Middle East.
Do you think, hold on,
a little in and out to push them over the edge so that they can get a little bit of freedom for their people, I think that would be a good thing.
How old are you?
Turn it around.
How old are you?
I'm 48.
Do you have a passport?
I do not.
Okay. Would you like to get a passport?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you willing to go get a passport if I pay for it, and then I pay for you a one-way ticket to Iran to go and fight for them?
I don't want to fight for them.
Wait, whoa. You don't want to fight for Iran, but you want us to fight for Iran?
Well, here's the thing is that...
No, that's a simple question.
Well, I mean, for one, it's a organic thing that they're going through. You know, they wanna put in a king, which I don't really agree with that totally, but I don't think that millions of people should be under tyranny.
Wait a second.
And if we can help
You just
push them
changed
over
the
that
whole.
little bit of edge, you know.
You just changed your whole
it could be a
story.
good thing for the
Hold
world.
on. No, hold on. I don't know your name. I don't really care. You want the United States government to send help to Iran, but you won't go if I pay for your passport and for your plane ticket. So you sound like a hypocrite.
It does sound hypocritical.
Yeah, I thought so too. I appreciate you calling. I love the passion. You're so passionate about Iran that you won't go do anything yourself. I'm gonna flush you. I think you earned a flush. I think you earned a flush. There you go. I'm gonna flush that. You are so passionate about sending other people to Iran, sending my money, my tax dollars. You're so happy with that. But I just offered you the opportunity. I'll pay for your passport. I will pay for you a one-way ticket to Tehran. I'll happily pay for it. Today, I'll pay for that. You're a hypocrite. And we flush hypocrites. I love your passion. You're so passionate that you won't do shit. So passionate. I love the passion. It is the do what I say we should do, but I'm not going to do anything. MWP, talk to me. What you got, MWP?
Screw Iran. I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. I don't care about it. You know, good for them. Fine. They want freedom. Fine. Let them take care of themselves, man. I don't care. I don't care. We got our own problems.
The guy on the phone before me was so passionate about Iran that he didn't want to go. He was speechless.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, hey, man, I'll pay for your passport and your flight. And he was like,
Speechless.
Yeah.
Completely speechless. Nothing to say. Oh yeah, free Iran, free Iran. Oh yeah, okay, here, I'll get you a passport. Go ahead. Pick up a rifle. Go ahead. Go ahead. Put your money where your mouth is. No, I can't do that. Why not? Why not? You're ready to go. No,
sounds like a hypocrite. Sounds like a hypocrite.
Yep. Thanks,
sounds
man.
like it. Take care, brother. I appreciate you. I love a good hypocrite in the morning. Jameson, F us dying for their people. You know what? Hold on. Let's just do this. Let's do this. Hold on. I got to do this right quick. I've got to do this. Let me see. Y'all want some thunder in the morning? Hold on just a second. JT, answer your phone is all I got to say. Here we go. Let's see what JT says about this. You want grumpy Marine? Here we go. Let's go right here. Let's see what Jameson says about this.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Ben Dyke Show.
Thanks, Ben Dyke. Please stay on the line.
Let's see what this Saudi Marine says.
Hello?
Jameson, what do you think? I'm going to buy you a plane ticket to go to Tehran this morning. How's things going?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
I got you live here. Can you believe the audacity of some of these people? They want to send, anything that we pay for to Iran. But then whenever I offered to get the guy the passport and the plane ticket, he's like, oh, yeah, maybe not. What do you think?
Yeah, and all those people who feel that way have never given up their blood or their treasure to go fight for a cause where there's no end in sight.
Yeah. I wish the people of Iran the best, but I don't need to get involved. That's just me.
We've already tried to nation build with what? 3 or 4 countries in the Middle East. Iran's not going to be one of them that's going to work either.
Yeah. I don't think ideology changes in Iran with the help of the United States.
No, they got to figure that internally. I don't want to give up one troop, not one bullet. We've tried this way too long, and we've got look at Minneapolis right now. We got to focus on that.
Absolutely.
That's a bigger issue we got to focus on.
We have enough protest happening in our own country before we need to go find another one in Tehran. Jameson, I just thought I'd hit you up this morning and see how you were doing.
Thanks for calling, Ben. Thanks, chat, for listening to me.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you. Y'all go check out Jameson's Travels. His channel is absolutely amazing. And he just put out a video, I believe, yesterday. Former Navy SEAL Chris Beck was on again, off again, transgender, transmission mechanic. Sorry, YouTube, I didn't mean to use that word. About that. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Feel free, give me a call. Appreciate you. Let's go right here. Let's see what we got. Line 2. What's going on, line 2?
Ben.
Yes, sir.
Nope. This is Amy from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yes, ma'am.
True Iran.
Okay.
True Iran. Okay.
You got other problems up there, right?
All right. We gave them enough attention when we blew up their nuke subs. So.
Yeah, they're nuke plants. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep. So screw Iran. I wish them the best. No harm. I have no problem with Iranian people, but sorry, you're on your own. This is America first, right? Isn't that the agenda?
That's my thoughts. Now you actually live in Minneapolis. Is that what you said?
I'm in the heart of Minneapolis. I got these kooks running around the neighborhood everywhere.
What is it really like? What is it really like there?
Okay, so, well, just imagine a retard class being let loose without lunch.
Every day.
Every day. Yep, they're out there, and they're just really, it's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing.
Are you a native Minneapolis? I don't even know what you call people from Minneapolis. Minnesotan, I guess.
Minnesotans. We're Minnesotans, you betcha.
Okay. Now, a lot of these protesters, I hear that they're coming in from outside of they're not actually from.
None of them are from here. None of them are from here. You might find a few, peppered here and there. But, last we heard, they're getting paid $18 an hour, so.
Damn. Wow. Well, listen, what is your name in the chat? What's your name in the chat?
Freedom Angel.
Freedom Angel. Freedom Angel, do me a favor. Email me. I'm going to send you a link. Get in the Discord, okay? I really appreciate you. I'd love to pick your brain.
I am in the Discord.
Perfect. Never mind. God bless you. I'm going to give you a boom shakalaka and grab a couple more calls. Appreciate you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Uh-huh. Man, I missed 52 calls already this morning. I'm sorry.
Hallelujah.
I can't keep up. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Right here, line 2. Go right ahead.
Hey, Darren. How you doing, buddy?
Good. Let's talk. Make it quick.
It's Daniel next door to you in Oklahoma.
Oklahoma, talk to me.
Put my input one thing on the Iran deal, if you don't mind.
Yeah, go right ahead, sir.
I can't see us putting boots on the ground or anything like that, but I think what the guy was trying to get across earlier was during a revolution without France helping us, we would not be a nation today. So, I think some supplies somehow to help the people fight back, I don't see a big problem with that. Plus, I know quite a few guys from Iran, they're Christians. One of the main religions in Iran is Christianity. The mullahs are trying to destroy Christianity in the country. So,
my question is this.
If we're followers of Christ and they're Christians, we're supposed to help our brothers.
I love it. I love that we should help them. My question is, how much is anyone else helping Iran?
I agree too, but are we going to stand in front of Jesus and say, how much did anybody else help this other Christian? Our action, our personal action from our heart that matters with God.
Does
the collective.
Where does charity begin at?
Where did Christianity begin at?
Where does charity begin at?
Charity begins at home.
Okay. I think you answered my question.
I agree with you 100% on that, buddy.
Appreciate you.
I'm just saying, we can't put this blanket prejudice over all the Iranians because the majority of them are Christians that have been, for 40-some years, just locked under this horrible
Let me ask you this.
Crap.
How many Christian businesses or Christian-owned businesses are getting destroyed in Minneapolis right now?
Oh, yeah, it's bad.
Okay. I appreciate you calling. Thank you so much. Pardon Derek Chauvin. I wish the people of Iran the absolute best. We got other problems here. And I'll show you the problem we got.
Paul, you came in from Madison, Wisconsin. That's a long drive. Help explain to me why you're here outside of this business right now.
So I'm out here right now because this business put out a call for people to stand on this corner to watch the business for them. They've been really worried about reopening. They were shut down for the past 5 days after ICE was here, and they just aren't comfortable just doing this on their own.
This guy drives 5 hours from Wisconsin to Minnesota to go be an ICE observer. He's got a $300 camera here. It looks like he's got about a $3,000 camera around his neck. Right? Look at that. What? I'm sorry. I just missed one. I missed a big one right here. I'm sorry. I missed a big one. $50 super chat from Mountain Man. Appreciate you, Mountain Man. Let's go right here. Thank you, Mountain Man, for the super. Line 2. Go right ahead, line 2.
Hey, it's Will David in Kentucky. How are you this morning, Ben?
Amazing. Gotcha.
I got to put my 2 cents in on the whole Iran thing. Have you ever noticed these people get so passionate about what's right in other countries? Listen, if you want to be a patriot right here in the United States.
Wait a second. What are you thinking? That's crazy. You sound retarded. Why would you do that?
To me, it's crazy. Let's help everybody else. Let's help those people grow some testes. And I'll tell you what, stand up and fight for what's right here. And let them take care of themselves. If you want to be a patriot here. But, I'm with you, man. These other countries that they're just bleeding heart so passionate. You hear about Palestine and you hear about Iran, and let's stand up and protest for this and protest for that. How about standing up for America?
A comment right here from Randall Lambert. Randall, thank you so much. Hey, Kentucky, I appreciate you calling. Randall Lambert, are you not a Christian, Ben? Hold on. My grandfather was a preacher for a long time. I've got a Bible right behind me. Yeah, I'm a Christian. Guess what? I still think we've got to take care of some things at home. Okay? Here, I'll read this to you. Go check this out, Randall Lambert. Little 1 Timothy chapter 5, verse 8. But if anyone does not provide for his relatives, and especially for members of his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than any unbeliever. I love the sudden shift in virtues. There is so much virtue signaling happening right now. Randall, are you not a Christian? Yeah, I'm a Christian. I am. I'm also American. I'm an American Christian. I wish the people of Iran the very best. We have helped them a lot. Okay? But I'm not prepared to send any people to die over there for this. Please donate to the channel to aid Ben's mission to help disabled veterans in the need to take care of their service animals. That's what I do with a lot of the money from the super chats. Let's grab some more calls. Man, people are passionate about Iran. I just wish they were so passionate about, I don't know, Bug Tussle, Arkansas. Or, some poor town in Kentucky. Talk to me, line 2. What you got, line 2?
Hey, Ben, Army Vet Larry from New York.
Talk to me, Larry. What you got?
First off, that Guitars for Veterans, I'm totally for that. That's a fantastic idea. I'm going to keep my ears open for that. I'd love to get involved with that.
Okay.
I did want to, as for Iran, when I first went in the military, I was at basic training when all that Iran stuff was going down, and we converted from the Russians basically over to the Iranians, or what we were going after. So again, as much as we want to help them out, or as much as we want them to help themselves out, again, we have to take care of what's going on in our country right now.
If everything was better in our country right now, if we didn't have actual Americans trying to destroy our own government, I would be like, you know what? Everything's so good here. But right now, man, I I don't believe we will ever change the ideology in Iran. I appreciate you calling,
Right.
Larry. God
You're
bless
right.
you. God bless you, Larry. Larry's an Army vet. We had a guy call earlier, so passionate about Iran, he wouldn't let me buy him a plane ticket to Tehran. He wouldn't let me buy him a passport. Yeah, somebody said I'm a sinner because I don't want to send people to go die in Iran. Line 2, go right ahead, line 2.
What's up, Ben?
Hey, what's up?
Marine Corps veteran.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to talk about, Ben. I just want to tell you, I don't give a damn about Iran. We've been over here long enough. We're surrounded by enemy at home, and I'm pissed off anyway because we were told when we went to wars, just like you did, that we went over there and fought them, we wouldn't have to fight them here.
You know, I've got a simple answer to help Iran. Simple answer to help Iran. Cut off the $50 million a week that's going to the Taliban. That's my thoughts.
Damn right.
Thank you for
100%.
calling, brother. Thank you for calling. I appreciate you. God bless you.
Thank
Semper
you.
Fi.
You too, bro.
That guy right there knows exactly what I'm talking about. You know the Christian thing to do right now? Randall Lambert, cut off the money to go into the Taliban. There you go. That's a very Christian thing to do. But think of the children in Afghanistan that are needing money from the Taliban.
Think of the children.
Think of the
Won't
children.
Somebody, please.
Somebody please think of the children. Line 2, go right ahead, line 2.
Hey, this is Lee in Georgia. I'm a veteran also.
Yes, sir.
And I just wanted to view, what's going on in this country. The president has to enact things to get to keep all of our law enforcement safe, and they're not doing that. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Lee Car Custom Cars, and I don't have a lot of followers, but I'll tell you this: my last video, if you go and look, mainly it's about cars, of course, Lee Car Custom Cars, but I did a video from
go ahead and get
Fox,
to the point.
Fox Network, right?
Yeah, go ahead and get to the point. I'm not really wanting to
Okay.
advertise another channel, but go right ahead. Come on, let's get to the point here.
Yeah, I understand that. But on the show, they are interviewing Comer, right? And Comer, they ask him a question, the same question that I'm asked when I look at newsreels from 10 to 12 years ago, and the Somalians were carrying millions of dollars out of the country, right? And when they were doing this, the people that DHS was told to stand down, to not interfere, let them carry it out of the country.
I'm going to have to let you go.
10 years ago, 12 years, I'm sorry.
You got to get to the point. You got to get to the point. I don't need backstory and backfill and who I am.
Sure. My point is 10, 12 years ago, these crimes were being committed. President Trump has been in the White House for a year, and I know everything takes time. But all of a sudden, because of Nick Shirley, this has been exposed. No, this has been going on for 10 years.
Okay, I'm going to let you go.
Really is involved in this, right?
I really appreciate you calling. Thank you so much. I felt like that took a lot of time. You got to get to the point, man. You got to get to the point. When you call in, get to the point. I love the passion. I just can't let you just build the story. You know what I mean? But I hope you all go and follow the channel, right? I hope you do. But bring the heat. Bring the heat. I wish I had a call screener. Lines open, 615-475-7864. Line 2, go right ahead, line 2.
Let me turn this down real quick.
Yeah, something sounds like a crime scene. What you got?
Sorry.
Call back. I can see your red hair starting to stand up a little bit, and you need to calm down. What they're talking about, $1 million a day. Yeah, I agree. There's a lot of money leaving. A lot of money leaving. Absolutely. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Line 2, go right ahead, line 2. The heavy breathing doesn't turn me on.
Hey, what I want to know is these protesters why aren't we locking him up like they did the us on, in January, the J6ers?
I think we've talked about this multiple times. The protesters outnumber law enforcement about 300-1. Thank you for calling. And the other thing is, there's not enough law enforcement, number one. And then the other thing is that the judges there won't allow it. Line 2, go right ahead.
I'm agreeing with about 99.5% of what you're talking about so far.
Okay.
Except for the forward thing, it ought to be a bow tie.
Okay, great.
But the sound waves that they use down in Venezuela on the Maduro's security, why can't they use that?
Because
here.
I'll tell you why. Because that is a military grade weapon. And if you use it on protesters, American citizens, they will file habeas. It falls under what they call habeas corpus. I talked to Chris, the FBI agent, last night. There is a thin line of using military grade equipment and using things on civilians. Thank you for calling. Appreciate you calling. Lines are open. Ben Dykes want to schedule an actual debate about why we should support Iran. I don't care, man. I just don't care. I wish them the best. That's the best I can do right now. That's the best I can do. Here we go. Let me ask you this. Eidolon, want to schedule an actual debate? Eidolon, I'll ask you the same question. Do you have a passport and do you need a ticket to Tehran? Because I'll buy it. Line 2, go right ahead. Line 2.
Well, good morning, Ben. How are you today?
Great. Let's go.
All right. I'm a veteran, and I like to keep my finger on the pulse. And in 1953, Iran had a democratically elected country, and us with the CIA overthrew it for the oil. Then they had a revolutionary problem in 1979, but we caused this problem. Maybe we should let them figure it out on their own. I am a veteran, and they did confront me for Delta Force. You can believe that or not.
Wow. Okay. Let me ask you this.
Let me turn off my other phone.
My big opinion here.
I'm sorry.
My big opinion is, yes, we dropped some bombs. We destroyed some military nuclear enrichment facilities. The people of Iran, I agree, they need help. They do. But why does the help always fall on the feet of America? Ukraine, they needed us. Mogadishu, Somalia, they need us. Nigeria, they need us. All of these places always need us. Why is it we don't ever need them? And secondly, why don't they ever need anyone else?
Well, because we like to topple regimes. We like to try to conquer the whole world.
Yeah.
Why is it that we're going after someone who doesn't want our help and over-toppling Venezuela? Why are we following the Zionists to topple over Iran? Why is my president that I voted for 3 times being a puppet for freaking Israel that we pay? We pay them money so they can pay back our politicians to be puppets and betray we, the citizens.
I don't think Donald Trump's a puppet for anyone. I don't think Donald Trump is a puppet for anyone. You lost me as soon as you started going down the Israel thing. You lost me with that. Sorry. I'm not falling into that trap. I'm just not going to. Right? Eidolon, what to schedule an actual debate? No, I don't care. Eidolon, let me know when you need a plane ticket to Tehran. I will pay for it. There's the debate. If you don't want to vote if you don't want to debate with your feet, there's no debate. There's no debate. Somebody said, Ben, you make people feel so pushed they can't get to the point. What's the hurry? Linda, let me grab your comment here real quick. Linda Shea. Linda, I have a full-time job. I get up at 4:45 every morning to do this show. And then I leave here right after this show and I go to work. If I had time to talk to everyone all day, I would never get to my job. But Linda, I appreciate I think that's criticism. I don't know. Linda, have you ever called? I don't think so, but feel free. But yeah, get to the point. I wish I had a call screener. I don't have a Snurdly, right? I don't have a Snurdly. I wish I had a Snurdly. I got Fred. Lines are open, 615-475-7864. Bring the heat. Be prepared. Line 2, go right ahead, line 2.
Hey, Ben, it's Andrew. First up, just want to say when you say military grade, it sounds nice and stuff, but it just means the easiest to fix.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
No, hey, I have one question for you, and that's it. And why do you think we have, we're all watching the same video, right? And we're all watching the same stuff, but yet we're all drawing two different conclusions, like with Scott dying, yesterday, he had one of the best sayings, which was we're all watching two movies on one screen. So I'm just I'm wondering why you think that it's like that.
I look at things from a different perspective on many levels. And I think back to where I was at during 9/11. I was outside of my country. I was in England and I watched my country get attacked. And I feel very similar to being here in Arkansas. And I see what's happening in Minnesota. I see what's happening in Seattle. I see what's happening in Los Angeles. I am separated and watching it. And I feel a little disconnected. And I believe what we're seeing is people are running with the disconnection and they're selling that. They're selling the drama. They're selling they're selling a product. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it definitely does seem like they're using marketing outrage. So. Oh
yeah, I agree.
But yeah, thanks, Ben. I appreciate you, man. You're doing great things. You're helping out the nation. You really are.
You know what? I appreciate that. And there's a lot of people in the chat that I will disagree with. There's a lot of people that will agree with me on some things. We can always find something to agree with. But I don't come on here looking for cheerleaders. I don't come on here looking for a pep rally. I could go the whole show and have no one agree with me. That's okay. Rush Limbaugh had loads of people that listened to his show that never agreed with him. And I'm not trying to present the news. I am just giving my opinion. That's all I'm doing. Thank you for calling, sir. Appreciate you.
Be safe, brother.
God bless you. God bless you. It's Ben's personality. Hold up. I love these kind of comments. I love these kind of comments. Hold on. It's Ben's personality. That's just who he is. Love it or leave it. Yeah, I don't care. If you like it, keep going. If not, leave. I don't care. I literally don't give a shit. Lines are open. Good morning, sir. Or ma'am. Talk to me, line 1. Where are you calling from, line 1?
I'm calling from California. It's Kim Bright.
Kim
and
in
as
California.
far as the Iranian thing goes, we don't need plane loads of refugees.
That's the next step. Once we get involved in Iran, then we have to get them out of the country. We have to help the refugees. It's how Minneapolis happened. Black Hawk Down, the Mogadishu overthrow. Then magically we get all of these refugees. Ukraine. I can't wait till they pick a city to send all the Ukrainian refugees. They're going to, right? It's just going to happen. I agree with you. Thank you so much for the call. You're the best. I don't care what anybody says about you. God bless California. Kim in California. Thank you so much. I love my audience. I do. But I don't, how do I say this? How do I say this nicely? There's a lot of channels that will do anything to get you to agree with them. There are a lot of channels that will only say what they want what you want to hear. There's a lot of channels like that. Some right off the top of your head that you can think of. There's a lot of channels that are theatric. There's a lot of channels that won't push back. I push back a little bit. I'll push back a little bit. I'm going to take one more caller. So you better bring the heat. 615-475-7864. No Tide Pod eating here, right? No Tide Pods. 615-475-7864. Feel free to give me a call. If you want to express your opinion, discerning opinion, feel free. But you're not going to talk me into some things. Line 1, go right ahead, line 1.
Hi, my name is Stanley. I'm just calling to say people are wanting to focus on Iran and all this, but we have a legitimate extinction cult in our country that's trying to genocide our kids with, chopping off their wieners and, just neutering them. And they have a lot of political power. We have bigger fish to fry than Iran. Thank you, man. Have a good one.
He brings up a solid point. This whole thing in Iran could be a distraction. Could be a distraction from what's going on in here in the States. Talk to me, line 2. Go right ahead, line 2.
Yeah, the problem in the United States right now, this is Lisa anyway from Arkansas.
Talk to
the
me.
Truck driver.
Thank you.
It all falls back to the parents in the home. They're it's taking 2 parents to survive anymore. They're pushing them out to the school system. The school systems are hiring people that has no business teaching our children of today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that falls back plumb to the 60s.
We are the only country in the world to allow our enemy to educate our children.
Yes.
When you think about it like that, we allow our enemy to educate the children that they would like to abort.
Come down to our school books. Our school books are printed overseas now.
That's right. Thank you for calling, Lisa. You have a great day. And you know what? I'm going to listen to a little Jerry Reed, Long Way to Go, Short Time to Get There when I'm driving to work this morning. You take care. God bless you, Lisa. Lisa, do me a favor. Email me if you're ever up in Northwest Arkansas. We'll grab a cup of coffee or a pulled pork sandwich.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Lisa, you take care.
Fort Smith, the whole hogs.
Whole hog in Fort Smith is good. Absolutely. Take care, Lisa. God bless you. I love you. That's a good Arkansas woman. Get one. You'll never need anything else. That's what I got. I love this. Hold up. Let's take a little trip down memory lane here. Eidolon. I'd call in if I had more than a few seconds to speak. You've never called in. Eidolon, you're welcome to call in. You never have. And then I love this. I'm no hypocrite. Buy my ticket at the moment. All U.S. flights to Iran are canceled. We'll get you on a cruise ship. Right? We'll get you on a cruise ship. Eidolon, you're welcome to call in. I don't think you ever will. But that's okay. That's okay. Guys, gals, girls, it's the Ben Dyke Show. I appreciate you. God bless you.